Let's look at the Microsoft Zero Trust workshop, folks. Just before we delve into the workshop, let's quickly look at what Zero Trust is. Not teaching anyone to suck eggs, but this is a NIST publication here from the NIST website, folks. And it's telling us here that the premises is that we never grant any trust implicitly, but it must be continually evaluated. And that needs to happen every day, folks, and it does happen every day. From, you walk into your building at work and, showing your ID pass or scanning it. Once you're in the building, you're not getting access to any physical or virtual environments until you use multi-factor authentication, utilizing devices and passwords and facial recognition, thumbprints, and various methods of, your identity and access management, folks, before you even get to do any work. Okay, it's all based on Zero Trust. You're verified all the time. You can come and look at these publications on the NIST website, folks. I just looked up Zero Trust and went to the NIST because it's one of the go-to places for cybersecurity people. But on that note, folks, we all play our part in security, okay, regardless of if you work in cybersecurity, if you're working with tech in any way, shape or form, we are all part of good security, folks. Okay, so back to this here. It is an Azure workshop, folks, but I have worked in hybrid environments before where the identity and access management was controlled through Azure Entra ID. And on that note, folks, it'll do you no harm if you just look into the basics of it. If you work in, for example, AWS. Okay, so to install the tool, folks, it's running PowerShell. It's a PowerShell script that runs in the background. It's abstracted away. It'll be maintained in a GitHub repo somewhere. We'll not delve into that, but all I have to do is click on Zero Trust Assessment here, and it's telling me exactly how I install it. So I run these two commands, making sure I've got Windows PowerShell 7 or higher installed. If you haven't, you can download it there, folks. Once you've got it installed, folks, thereafter you can just run these second two commands, and that's all I need to do because I've already installed it. And I ran it, folks, just before I started this video, and it's done another assessment of my tenant. So when you run it, it asks you to sign into your Microsoft Azure tenant, folks, and it'll download this here after 2 to 3 minutes. In my case, it may vary depending on how many, resources, users and all you've got set up in your tenant. But yeah, it took 2 to 3 minutes and then that downloaded. So you can then open it up, which I've already pre-prepared here. And this is what it looks like here, folks. It's telling you exactly what you've completed and what you haven't. And it'll give you a rating as well of what the priorities are from 0, 1, 2 and so on, and it'll give you then an indication of what these are about, folks, down below here, and it'll give you a link as well where you can jump and learn more about them. So this is just an Excel spreadsheet, folks. It's as simple as that there, and there's plenty of links on it, which is good, and it'll let you delve into those rabbit holes and run the assessment tool again, folks, once you've actually done what it tells you here. And these should be green then. All right. If I jump back to the workshop here, folks, though, and I come back to step 2, the workshop is designed around delivering it to stakeholders at your company, folks, that you want to actually take through this here, but you can do it as a bit of a learning curve and to harden your own, tenant as well. I did lean on John Saville. It was his video that actually alerted me to, sharing this guide with you guys. And I urge you to share this with people that you know as well, because good security is good to know all around. Okay. But if you click on this here, folks, and download the workshop tool, this is another Excel spreadsheet, so it is. But this then gives you all these swim lanes, folks, of exactly what you need to do to fix whatever wasn't set up in your tenant, okay, and helps you learn as well. What that'll look like, folks, is this here. And you'll have to forgive me here. I have to shrink it slightly just so you can see it. But it'll give you all these pillars, folks, based on the tabs in the bottom here. So if you wanted to go and look at the identity roadmap, we can click on that, folks, and it's just giving you these swim lanes to start on the left-hand side here. And in the swim lanes, folks, there's a little drop down, and you can, put it to in progress completed, or you're blocked. You might allocate someone to do certain parts of this here, folks, because it gives you a rating of how difficult they are as well, low, medium, high, and so on. And other parts of the actual zero trust assessment plan as well here is it gives you an indication of how long they take, these workshops. So workshop guidance, if I delve down the delivery guide here, so it's giving you an indication here on time, folks, as well. You can see their identity, a total of 5 hours to do all that there. So all in, you could spend a couple of days here, longer if you're doing it yourself. If you incorporate it with a team, definitely you could whiz through it. So you could, well, you don't want to whiz through it. You want to get it done right, folks, and keep doing it to make sure it's locked all the time, tight. So you work just from left to right here, folks, and these here are all clickable boxes, and they give you information. So if I click on the first one, that was design conditional access posture, and it gives you a page, folks, and references about how to plan your design for your conditional access. Okay, and if we go back in, then it's the same again for devices, again swim lanes. It's a powerful tool, folks, really good, like one-stop shop, just so you can go in here and learn about all these different parts of your identity and access management, folks. It's great. You can go right across your data, your network, your infrastructure there. You'll probably recognize some of the things in here. There was that much, like, I'm not across it all, but when it came to governance, that's an area I work in there. I've set up security policies before. I've assigned roles. So I'm kind of across here, some of this stuff, folks, but it's good when you're not across things, folks, because it'll give you the opportunity to delve into these little rabbit holes and learn more about them. Security operations there. Microsoft Defender for Identity, if you don't know what these are, folks, I had to look them up myself. Microsoft Defender for Office, Microsoft Defender for Endpoints, Microsoft Defender for Accessibility, or Applications, in fact. Very good little tool, folks, and well worth just running on your tenant. So that's the Microsoft Zero Trust Workshop, folks. I'll drop a link to this here in the comments, and you can come in and delve into this here. Let us know how you get on. As always, if you've got any questions, folks, if you want to like and follow for more, much appreciated. I leave this one with you and wish you all the best. Take care and good luck.